Welcome back again to my solo playthroughs or my test about the different solo systems out there for Tannhäuser, the board game. So in the last video we played the scenario of Oksana Gusarenko in her character pack, which was included Girl in a Cage, where she needs to run with a small troop into the castle of Xias and obtain 3 different pieces of paper, parchments, which help her to thwart the matriarchy or the directorate, as it's called in the video. And she's opposed by the Reich characters, a small troop which is protecting the castle. And as you can see, I decided to bring in Eva Kremer from the Blutsturm division, as well as Jula Körlitz from the Blutsturm division, and 1 shock trooper as the watchman in this castle. Today we are using another solo system which is called the TSS or Tannblitz Solo System, which has been created by Jesus, and I'm really thankful for him or to him that he shared the cards with me, and also all the stuff he's doing to keep Tannhäuser alive. If you want to know more, follow him on his YouTube channel Tannblitz, or also follow him on Boardgame Geek, where actually most of the newest content that's been added there is from him. And I really appreciate his work, and he's probably also the main reason why I took Tannhäuser out of my shelf once again after 12 years of collecting dust and trying to play it again in a solo way, and enjoying it quite a bit. It's currently, I'd say, one of my most favorite solo games, and I really enjoy it, especially if my little one is going to sleep and I still have the mental energy to play a game. And actually there are 3 solo systems out there. It's Dan Manning's DSS Solo System, it's Tannblitz's TSS Tannblitz Solo System, and it's the IKIM Solo System, which got the whole solo systems started at the first place, I guess around 2010, 2012-ish or something. And the TSS is a mixture between Dan Manning's Solo System and the IKIM Solo System. How it works basically is you play against different characters, and each character has 5 cards that represent what they're doing. And each round you will pick 1 card from each deck, so that's similar to the Dan Manning Solo System, shuffle them together and form an activation deck for your opponent for this round. Usually you play against 2 command points each, but the enemy or the bot or AI, if you want it, will only use the command points to shake off wounds. And another thing, a difference to the Dan Manning Solo System is that usually with the Tannblitz Solo System you don't need to choose a loadout for your different characters or your enemies, because they are depicted on the cards itself, and there's at least 1 card for each pack they have, and which will mix together the different equipments, and by that the different actions they will perform. So in the last game I didn't manage to get to the 3rd department as Oksana got killed. So let's see if this game will work any better for me. We start with the initiative roll, and the initiative is for the matriarchy, so Oksana can start once again. So last time I entered through the staircase. I guess this time I will enter through the main entrance and try to get hold of 1 of the parchments as fast as possible. And for that reason I think I will start with the Voivoids again, moving in with this one. This is the fighty one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 blocking off this way. And the other one will get in there with 10 movement points and a stroboscopic lamp, which will reduce the enemy's combat value or any character's combat value by 2, who is not Oksana, Sorka, or a Voivod. So this will also be valid for Gorge as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 blocking off this path. Okie dokie. Now let's see who's gonna start from the Reich's side. It's Eva Kremer. And it says, if an enemy is in her path, move toward him and if able, attack with 4 dice or 5 if within range 2. In both cases, any natural 10 counts as 2 successes. In the last case, if at least one natural 10 is rolled, the target rolls 2 less shock roll. We do not have that. But otherwise, move +1 toward the closest enemy and if able, attack as described above. If movement points left, move towards the closest objective, bull rush if needed. So she will enter through this spot here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because it says towards the closest enemy. That was Eva's turn. Now, I guess I will move with Gorge and split up this time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus a command point is 8, like this. Now, back to the Reich, first round. Eula is entering the field. Each natural 10 counts as 2 successes. Okay, I know that. If an enemy is adjacent, attack 2 times. No. Otherwise, move toward an enemy if you can get adjacent and attack once as described above. Otherwise, move toward the closest enemy and once in range, if able, attack, then take cover. Try to get out of any enemy's path. So she has a movement range of 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, something like that. So those are 2 viable options. I'll roll a die where she's going. I always take the higher part is always on this side, so she will move here. Eula is here and blocking this path, and she's still out of path. Okie dokie. Now it's up to Oksana, and Oksana will enter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's her last command point. And she will activate her Voivods. So how shall we do that? We'll move this one, 1, 2, 3, and stay there for now. Then we move this one, 1, 2, 3, trying to attack, and as they have the Smilchan B coils and prime directive 0, means that they add an additional die for each other character that has this item equipped. So he is rolling 5 dice and it's hitting due to the Paladin on a +1 rolled on its attack rolls. So it's 10, 6, 9, 5 is not hitting. So 3 hits to Eva. And Eva is shaking off all of them. Okay. So, but it's moving here to that place. Okay, that's fine. So this path is now free to move closer to Oksana. I hope this will not happen. Schocktruppen, if he or an ally is wounded, no. Otherwise, move toward the closest objective. Injured enemy or enemy and attack with 5 dice 2 times. Any enemy found on his path. Prioritize the most injured or the highest rank. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's it. can't move more. So this was the first round. We replenish the command points. We'll form another deck for the activation of the Reich, and then we'll go into the initiative roll right now. So the hard thing with this scenario especially is that there are no crates on the board. And this means that if you get wounded, you will not be able to heal yourself if you don't have any healing abilities with you. Or also when Yula destroys one of your weapons, you will not be able to get another weapon except killing one of the other guys and taking one equipment token from them. Because last time Gorge was rendered useless basically because Yula destroyed his 2 guns. So I start this round. So for that reason, what am I doing? I guess I will try to grab the parchment or something. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I take the first parchment. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and 7. That was Oksana's turn. So covering her face, I know that I moved her. So first round, Eva Kramer. If an enemy is in her path, attack 4 or 5 if she can get within range 2. She is already in range 2, so she will attack this guy over here with 5 dice, but she has a penalty of -2 to her attack roll as this little strobo guy is here. So she will hit on a 7 or higher, which is actually just 1 hit. 1 hit from her. Let's see if the Volver can... Yeah, it bounces off this wound. Nothing happens. And Eva is not doing anything else. She's just trying to attack. Now, I know I didn't use my Volvets with Oksana. Basically, what she should do is move last and reposition her Volvets quite fast. But I will use, I guess, the Voivoids now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfect. I will first move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and will attack the Schocktruppen with 5 dice again and hitting on a 4 or hitting on a 6. So it's 3 hits for the Schocktruppen. Let's see if he can shake this off easily. Nothing happens. So the Voivods are over there. I hope this was not a big mistake. Now it's Schocktruppen's turn. If an enemy is in his path, attack with 6 if able, the most injured, and then move towards the closest objective or enemy. So he will attack with 6 and a combat value of 5 with a penalty of 2. So it's basically combat value of 3, hitting only on 7s. Oh my god, it's 4 hits. 4 hits. How can that be? 4 hits, and 1, 2, 3 hits are 3 hits are covered, but the 4th one goes through. Let's see if when this Voivod suffers a wound as a result of a melee attack, its attacker suffers an automatic wound. So he is dead. Basic thing is the melee attack. Why not an adjacent attack? So this one is wounded, and now this one moves to closest enemy, stated on the card. In that sense. So this blocks off this Voivod to repair the other one, which is a pity. Which is actually really a pity. So it's Gorge's turn, and he will move 1, 2, 3, 4, and will shoot with 5 dice towards Eula. And he will hit on a 5 or more, so he has 3 hits. And Eula will see. She is a tough one this round, so she does nothing. But he will run a second attack with just 2 dice and hits again. And she will also cover those 2. Okay. He was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. Doesn't matter. 7. 8. Like this. I spend a command point. Now it's Eula's turn. What is she doing? Move toward an enemy if she can get adjacent and attack with 5. If able, spend 1 command point to make an extra melee attack. If at least 1 natural 10, destroy the best weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And she is attacking with 5 dice. And she is hitting just 2 hits. And he survives that one. She's spending 1 command point to run another attack. Oh no. No, 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 no! So she will have 2 hits and she will destroy my best weapon, my only weapon. Oh my god. Once again. And he is shaking off 1 wound and will stop this one, so no hits at all, but a destroyed weapon. That's too bad, too bad. That's not starting good. Okay, but probably I'm not the best Tannhäuser player either. So this round is over. We refresh the command points. Form a new deck for the Reich's activation. Sorry for that one. And we'll go. Go, go, go. Let's see who has initiative. It is the Reich. Perfect. So, where do they start? The Schocktruppen, if an enemy is in his path, attack with 6 and then move toward the closest objective. Otherwise, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. However, he will hit only on 7s and higher, so it's 3 hits. This can be something. Let's see, with a stamina of 6, 5, 7, 6, so nothing happens here. And then move toward the closest objective or enemy. So the next objective is over there. It's moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the Schocktruppens' turn. Now, I will move Oksana 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then use her glove to activate this Voivod. Who will move here, repair this Voivod, chop, and 1. So it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's do it like this, blocking the path towards Oksana. Let's see, who's next? It's Eva Kremer. Perfect. If an enemy is in her path, attack with 4 dice or 5 if she can get within range. Yes, she can, but this one is reducing her combat value once again. So she will attack with 5 dice and only hit on a roll of 7. So it's basically 1, 2, 3 hits. But I will only roll 2 shock rolls. 2 of them are covered, but there's still 1, and I can't use my command points for the voivoids, unfortunately, so this one is dead. For now. Okay, so Oksana's turn was done. Yula and so I will activate, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I will repair this one. I'm not sure if this voivod is still allowed to move during the same activation. Assume that this voivod may repair any adjacent character that can be repaired. The repaired character may activate later in the turn, as long as it has not yet been activated. So now it's a question, what does turn mean? In that sense, I'd say no, he doesn't. So, and now lastly, it's Yula. If she or another ally to whom she can get adjacent is injured, is anybody injured? Nope. Move toward an enemy, and if she can get adjacent and attack with 5 dice. So she will attack once again. And she hits on a 5, so it's just 2 hits. 2 hits, and he has a 10, and with his savior survivor instinct, this 10 cancels up 2 successes, so nothing happens in that regard. Now it's the time for him, for Gorge. What does he do? What does he do? He does not have any weapons. He could attack with 2 dice to Yula, which is nearly nothing. But what I can do before is I spend a command point to counter attack with just 2 dice and hitting on a 4, on a 6, so it's 1 hit. Probably, I don't know. She covers that one. But then he is, what does he do? Probably running away. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And one more, it's 8. Okay, probably he can divert the characters. This was the turn, it's the next turn again. I replenish those and make a new activation deck. So let's see. Here I get back to 2 command points, initiative roll, and we are ready to go. The Reich will start with a 4 against a 1. So it's Yula's turn. What does she do? If an enemy is adjacent, attack with 2 times, if at least 100. Otherwise, move +1 towards the closest objective. And if adjacent, attack once as described above. If not adjacent but in his path, attack 4, then take cover. Closest objective is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So she's staying here. Will not move into the path of Gorge in that sense. Don't know why she's doing that, but we'll see. Okay, now I guess I'll activate the voivoids, make 1, 2, and attack with 5 dice and the value of combat value of 4. So every 6 and more hits. It's 4 hits. 4 hits against Eva. It's quite good because she has a stamina value of 4. So she cancels 1 success, gets 3 hits, takes 1 command point, and still gets 1, 2 hits in that regard. Now, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one is moving 1 step closer, attacking with 5 dice as well, but just with a combat value of 3. So we'll hit on a 7 or better, which is 2 hits, not too bad. And she is trying to shake this off again, and she does with a 7 and the 8, I guess. Yeah. her stamina is not dropping below that. So this was 1, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Let's stay here. Okay. Now, it's Schocktruppen time. If an enemy is in his path, no it's not, move towards the closest objective, injured enemy, and if able, attack 5 or 6 instead, if he may get within 6 circles of Heitzinger. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. He's moving here. We could go in Overwatch next turn. Now it's... They started, then it was my turn, so they already moved. Ah, la 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 la. It's Oksana moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's spending a movement point up there. And then she will activate once again her little Voivod friends. This is the fighty one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going a little bit back there. And now it's Eva's turn. If an enemy is on her path, nope. Otherwise, move towards the closest enemy and if able, attack as described above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Choop. And if an enemy is in her path, move towards him and if able, attack with 4 dice or 5 if within range 2. Okie dokie, so she's attacking with 5 dice and gets -2 on her combat value, so those 2 are not. She has 2 10s, so it's 2 hits, and he's only rolling a shock roll with 2 dice, but both of them are survived. Nothing happens in that regards. Now it's just Gorge, I guess. I don't know what he can or shall do, but in order to help here, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's running a melee attack with 2 dice and he hits 2 times. Let's see. Eva has a stamina value of 4. Still, nothing happens. 5, 6, 7, and the last one is 1. So he's blocking this path over here, so nobody can get there except for the long run. That's good. Now, next round. Chip, chip, chip. As you've seen, it's 5 rounds in. And let's see how that plays out. Let's do it quick like this. Okay. Who's the starting player this round? The Reich once again. Let's get started. Schocktruppen. If an enemy is in his path, no, there is none. Otherwise, move towards the closest objective enemy and if able, attack with 5. Then, if no attack is made, if able, spend 1 command point to stay on Overwatch. He does not lose his Overwatch status during this round. Okay, so in that sense, he will move here to the closest objective, because if he would move here, he couldn't attack. He could move here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack and then move back, but instead move toward the closest objective or enemy, and if okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then if no attack is made, he loses it at 5, I'd say 6, and he's attacking with 5 dice, and he's making the combat value of 5. Only hit once, which is basically nothing for the hero of Rugen. No, he takes no wound or anything. So, Now I assume it's the turn of the Voivod. So the first one is attacking with 5 dice and hits on a 6. It's attacking Eva. And he has 2 hits. Not too good, especially as she has still 2 command points. Oh, she's shaking off everything. But he will then move 1, 2, 3. And then this one is moving here and is attacking also with 5 dice, hitting on a 7. This is better. It's 3 hits for Eva to be able. It's 2 10s, so 2 are cancelled. She needs to cancel with 1 command point. And now this is it, and it's moving over here, I would say. Yeah. So now it's Eva's turn. If an enemy is in her path, move toward him and if able, attack with 4 or 2. So it's 1, 2, 1. Let's roll it. Who she's attacking? She's the left one. 1, 2. And she's attacking with 5 dice and a combat value of 4 minus 2 of 2. So she hits only on 8. She's got 1, 2 hits, 8 and 9. And the Voivod is durable enough. Nothing happens. Would have been nice to get an attack as soon, to get an automatic success or wound as soon as you inflict a wound. Then suffers a wound as a result. Doesn't matter. Okie dokie. Now, this card should read suffers. If the Voivod suffers a wound as a result of an adjacent attack. But it's not the case, so this token is nearly useless. But that's okay. So Oksana is moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Activating the Voivods again with her ability, which is quite powerful, I need to say. So this little one is attacking Eva again, hitting on a 6 or higher, and has 3 hits. Eva is covering 2 of them and needs to spend her last command point, so she gets no wound. And then, so this one hit once, it's where do I go? No, it stays here. This one's 1, 2, 3, and is attacking with 5 dice again, and hits 2 times. Let's see. And she's lucky again. Eva is a tough nut to crack, it seems. Not so fragile as most people say. Now it's Eula's turn. Move toward an enemy if you can get adjacent and attack with 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sure she can. And attack with 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on a 5. It's 2 hits. If she has at least 1 natural 10, she destroys a weapon. But he does not have any equipment anymore. She already destroyed it. So it's 3 hits. First round, he is covering all 3 hits with his survivor ability. He already cancels 2, 3, 4 hits would have been cancelled. But then spend 1 CP, she can't, so she's not doing a second attack. Now it's Gorge's turn, and he will try to attack with 2 dice and try to do something against Eula. 1 hit. Just something. Probably I'm lucky. No, I'm not. Not lucky. And he has 7 movement, so he will stay exactly where he is. So now, as we've used up all 5 cards, we need to reshuffle them and form a new activation deck. Shuffling first round, shock trooping over there, goes here, and okay, so now we make a new deck, and it's up for initiative again. It's 8 versus 4. Der Reich is moving first. Okay. As you can see, turns are flowing rather quickly with this system, which I personally like quite a lot. Collection. If an enemy is adjacent, attack with 5 2 times. Okay. Gorgay, you will be attacked and you get 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So what are you doing? I am shaking off all 4 hits. Second attack, drop. 1, 2, 3 hits. And what are you doing? I am, with a stamina of 5, cancelling the 3 hits. Nothing happens. Gorgay is like a big, huge, I don't know, pillar in the waves or something like that. Okay, who am I going to blah, 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 do something about? So Eva is already wounded. I'll start with, I'd say, the Voivoids. The first one is attacking with 5 attack dice and is making 4 hits. 4 hits, Eva. You can't shake off 4 hits, can you? 1, 2, 3, 4 with a command point. Okay. First round. Now, this one is moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this. Yeah, perfectly fine. So the other one attacks with 4 dice and hits on a 7 or higher. 2 hits, Eva. 2 hits, stamina 4, nothing happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not sure if that was a good move, but okay. Eva it's her turn. If an enemy is in her path, attack it. No, it's not. Move towards the closest objective, injure the enemy, and if able, attack as described above. I'd go here and attack with 5 dice. And she hits on a 4, so it's 8, on a 6, 9 and 9. 3 hits from Eva towards Gorgay. And Gorgay has a natural 10 and 2 natural, so it covers all 3 hits. Nothing happens to him. That's good. So they've been moved already. I'd say, how shall I get over there? That's the big thing. That's the big question. Okay, Oksana is moving 1, 2, picks up the second parchment and has 4, 5 movement points left. So Eula already was in her path. Okay, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. Now it's the shock troop. If an enemy is in his path, attack with 6 dice and +1 combat value. Ooh. So hitting on a 4 with 6 dice. 1, 2. What? Just 2 hits? Okay. Not too bad. Gorge. One, and the second one is shaking off with a command point. Nothing happens. But the shock trooper is moving towards the closest objective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Closer to this one. Okay, that was his turn. Now it's Gorge's turn. And Gorge will attack Eva and hit 2 times. Eva will do a shock roll and only 1 is shaken off, so she takes a last command point to shake off the wound. That's it. Now, back to the next round. We form this little thing. Will Oksana make it to the parchment? Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She can't do it in 1 round at least, but we'll see. Let's see. Initiative roll, and it's me. I am starting. So, I will activate Oksana, who will try to bull rush Eula. 1, 2. Can she bull rush Eula? Not sure. Probably not activating Oksana. But I will activate the Voivoids. So this one moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's good. And this one will attack this one, the shock trooper. And hits once. The shock trooper, not affected by the door. And this Voivod will stay there. So now it's Eula's turn. Move toward an enemy with adjacent attack. So she's attacking Gorge again. He must die. And she hits on a 6 and higher. So she has just 2 hits, which is easy for him to shake off. It is with a 5 and a 9. Then she spends a command point to attack once again. The good thing is with Eula, as soon as she destroyed your main weapon, you don't fear her anymore. 6, 9 and 8, 3 hits. The 10, 5 and the 5, so no hits are going through. So now for me. A good question. What will I do? What will I do? I could move there, attack Eva, hoping to kill her. Okay, I will try. 1, 2, 3. And I will attack this circle with her Vespa ability with 3 automatic successes. Let's see. She's a 6 and a 9. So 2 successes are cancelled and the last one is this. So she moved 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get back into safety. Because as long as Oksana is standing close to 1 Voivod, she may ignore 1 wound. If I understand that correctly. If Oksana is adjacent to at least 1 Voivod, when she suffers 1 or more wounds, she may ignore 1 wound for each Voivod she's adjacent to. So as long as she's surrounded by Voivod, she's nearly indestructible. but you need the voivodes to fight as well. Probably I'm spreading out too much, I don't know. It's Eva's turn. If an enemy is in her path, move toward him and if able attack. Otherwise, move toward the closest enemy and if able attack as described above. So he's not in her path, but he is attackable. She attacks with 5 dice and has a natural 10. A natural 10 acts as 2 successes. So it's 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, 4 successes. That's not so good. But okay. I need to roll again. Because of the natural 10, he's only allowed to roll 2. 4 successes. This counts as 2, so cancels 2 successes. 3 successes and 1 command point. So nothing happens here as well. Whew. Now, this was Oksana's turn. Now it's a question. It's Gorge's turn. He will try and attack Eva. Just with 2 dice, bare-handed. 1 hit. It's 10. And nothing happens. Now, the shock Truppen, if enemy is in his path, attack with 6 dice and then move towards the closest objective. And he is doing that. And hits 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Come baby, shake it off, shake it off. Shakes off 2 wounds and this one is destroyed and this one closest objective. Okay. Now, next round. How shall I move closer? I need this little piece of parchment. So. Let's see who's going to start. 9. It's a me, the matriarchy. Oksana. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do this. Move here. And I'll go here. No, 7. She's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do this one. I move here. And then I'll activate my voivoids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And repairing that one. Okay, now I'm a little bit safe here, I'd say. Now, it's a shock troop. If an enemy is in his path, attack, if able, the most injured, and then move towards the closest objective. So he's doing that again. I'd say, as she is the only one who can take up this apartment, he will attack her first with 6 dice. So, hitting on a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Pooh! That's quite a thing. She's a stamina of 5, and she is 1, 2, 3 successes. So she takes 2 wounds, but as she's adjacent to 2 voivoids, she ignores 2 wounds. Nothing happens to her. That's actually good. I'd say that he is still staying over here at this place, because by that he's protecting this objective quite good. Okay, now she had her movement. I will use Gorge and try to bull rush Eula with a stamina of 5, and he has a 6, 6, 7, 3 successes against a stamina value of 4, And she has 3 successes as well. So he's not able. This means that Yula gets a free melee attack, which has 2 successes. Now, got it? Nothing happens. So 1, 2, 3. He's moving here at least. No, he still has an action available, so he can still try to attack with 2 dice, attack Eva and hits once, and Eva is... Nothing happens, so here he is. Okay, now that will be close. Now it's Eva. If an enemy is in her path, move toward him. It's not. Otherwise, move +1 to the closest enemy and if able, attack as described above. She's now 1, 2, 3. Attack with 5 dice. At 10, so this is 2 successes, 3 successes, and rolling only with a shock roll of 2. 3 successes. The 10 cancels 2 successes, and the last command point cancels the 3rd success. So he really is a survivor, it seems. Now it's the Voivod. This Voivod attacks the Shock Troopen with 5 dice, hitting on a 6. He hits 1 time. The Shock Troopen defends 1 time. That was close. Yeah, I guess that's it. I will not attempt a bull rush. I will not try to block something off differently. No, that's it. So, Yula, move toward an enemy if you can get adjacent and attack with 5 dice. Otherwise, move towards the closest objective, injured enemy, and if able, once in range of an attack with 5, then take cover. Once in range of an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shooting at this one. Shooting at this one with 5 dice. Ooh. And having 3 hits. And this one is deflecting all of those. She was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking cover. Okay, so now on to the next round. What do you think? Will Oksana make it to the parchment? Should I just try to force myself into it? I'm not so sure if this works out. But let's see. Initiative is the Reich is starting, which is probably not the best thing. If an enemy is adjacent, attack. No. Move toward an enemy. If you can get adjacent, then attack. Otherwise, move towards the closest enemy and once in range, if able, attack 4, then take cover. So she's moving here. Attacks with 4 dice. Hits 3 times. My Voivod is 10 and the 7 is destroyed. And then she's taking cover again. So, I guess this will be an all or nothing thing. I activate Oksana, attempting a bull rush. So it's 1, bull rushing the Stoßtruppen with a stamina of 5. I will increase it to 6, and with that have 4 successes, and now the Shock Troopen has 8 and 5, only 2 successes, so Oksana manages to bull rush past him, use her last action to take the 3rd parchment, and wins the scenario. Not really climatic, because basically I would think she would need to get out of the castle, but for now it's done. I have the last piece. And that's it for now. So I think you've seen the differences between the Mannings Solo System. So if you watched the previous video, or if you want to watch it to see the differences, and the Tannblitz Solo System, it plays a little bit faster. It's a little bit more streamlined, not as dynamic on the board as the DSS, because mostly the enemies are staying put if they're able to attack, which is because Jesus created this system, this Tannblitz Solo System, mainly to be played in deathmatch. And this is something you can see from how the bot operates. They try to get close to the enemy and try to go in full force and trying to kill him as fast as possible. And I was really lucky with all my dice rolls that Gorge, even though he did not deal out any damage, is still standing without any scratch. And the same with Oksana, and only the Voivods were destroyed 2 times, but easily repaired. So that's it for today, and the next video I will be showing, with the same scenario, with the same setup, I will be showing the IKIM Solo System, and I'm sure I will die miserably in it. But let's see, probably the dice are lucky for me. But usually I think the IKIM system is really a tough nut to beat. So, see you next time. Bye.